Welcome back to another video. It's Wednesday evening again, and there's a slight issue with the water in Bumblebee, in that it's got a lot of oil in it. So to demonstrate, I shall artfully dip my finger in the top of the rod, give it a bit stir about, and yeah, look at the state of that, and it smells like oil. Well, actually it smells like oil and petrol, maybe more, I don't know, maybe more petrol. Can't do smell-o-vision on YouTube, but just going by the colour of it you think it was oil, but it does smell of petrol, so it's obviously mixing from somewhere. So tonight's job is to try and flush the system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wheel the car outside, and I'm going to connect up a hose pipe to one of the pipes, probably that heater pipe over there, which is the one on the left hand side of the head, and try flush through the system as best I can. And then I'm also going to try putting some washing up soluble tablets and things in there to try and flush the system. Might try putting some gunk in, all sorts, just to try and get rid of any oil and crap that's in there, and then I can see if it comes back. But yeah, it's going to be a messy old job, but what can I do? I've got to try something. Okay, there we got the first lot of water coming out. Milky. I think that's a sign of combustion gases being in it, I think. But probably can't see it on the camera, but there's little brown and black flecks coming out as well, which is the oil, I think, or the oil and petrol, whatever it is. But you can sort of see them as it floats by. I don't know if it'll show on that on this view or not, but yeah. Right, so I've been running it for 5 or 10 minutes, put the pipes back on. I've been flushing it through for a while, and all I've done is fill the garage full of smoke, which I've got the big fan on. Carbon monoxide alarm's going mad as per normal. And when you look in top of the rad cap, it's just full of brown sludge again. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can see that. And it was running very clean through there. I put one of those washing machine tabs in there, but yeah, so all that's done. It's a bit bright out here. All that's done is nothing. It's just filled the whole thing full of brown shite again. So it has to be the head gasket, surely. So what I'll do is I'll take the pipe off again and hose pipe it through and just see what it looks like after maybe 3 minutes of running. My guess it'll be all creamy again and big lumps of brown coming out of it. But yeah, it's not looking good at all. Okay then, what to say? Head gasket, I think. Has to be. It's got the dry deck block and the dry deck head gasket, which is that, so obviously that steel gasket, and apparently they do not like being on a head or on a block that's not perfectly flat. And as somebody else has already mentioned this evening, judging by the quality of the head studs, how well they were put in, who's to say how flat that head is? It may look flat to the average eye and with a steel edge on it, but it maybe isn't flat enough for a steel gasket. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip that head off, put a BK 450 on and see what it's like with that. Taking off the head isn't going to be the most painful thing ever. Yeah, there's a bit to take off looking at that, but it's not the end of the world. So yeah, sucks, doesn't it? On the last video I said that I'd try and get some in-car footage. Well, no, I didn't say it on the video actually, I said it in the description. I tried last weekend when we went to Grasmere. I put a microphone right in the front of the car to pick up the dump valve noise and the air filter, but it was so much noise that it overcame the microphone and it didn't pick up anything up. It just looked like an absolute racket. So I managed to cobble together a little bit of footage and I'll put that in the end of this video now. But for now it's going to be a case of push it back in the garage behind me, and I think I'm going to start taking that head off now, get a load of bits and pieces off and then crack on with it tomorrow night, which will be Thursday night and Friday. I haven't heard from my dyno man apart from he's going to look at his diary, but I won't be able to do Saturday now. I don't think that's pushing it. We'll push it back to next Saturday and see how come on we're getting this head gasket sorted. Yeah, so if you're one of my new subscribers, and there's been quite a lot recently, I can't work out where you're all coming from. You guys, he says, pointing at the camera. Maybe just drop me a message in the comments. I'm wondering if I've got a shout out somewhere on another video channel, and a video that I haven't seen. So just comment below if you're a newbie, and let me know where you come from, so I can say thank you. But yeah, in the meantime, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, blah blah blah, follow the playlist. I'll put a link somewhere, he says, somewhere here above my head. And in the next video we'll see what happens when I get this head gasket off, and see if it's got signs of obviously failing, which I think it must have, for the compression ratio to be that low. Or when I did the test the other night, which was only 90 psi, I don't think I mentioned that. But it is a very low compression engine, so a quick compression test with a tester isn't the best guide. But they're all even apart from number 4, which is a little bit down, only by 5 psi. But it's only just an analog gauge, so I don't know how accurate it is. But anyway, that's by the by. What we'll do is I'll start taking that head off, and we'll do a post-mortem on the next one.